The following is a presentation of LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
Rivalry. Rivalry can convey your best qualities, and in some cases your worst. Stepping out not only to showcase your skills, but also to outperform your opponent. Not only beating them, but also exhibiting that they should not be put in the same conversation as yourself. Ali needed Foreman. The Lakers needed the Celtics. That team down south indeed needs those Wolverines. Tonight, this rivalry endures something as undeniable as time itself. Maples, Indians. Both need the other. Both have something to prove, not to their parents, not to their school, but to themselves. High school varsity basketball starts right now only on LSPN.
I'm Evan Norton alongside Jakar. Now, Jakar, we talked a little bit with the Adrian head coach. Now, what did he have to say on offense and defense to get this W tonight?
Well, he basically said they're going to be focusing offensively wise on their key player, Elizabeth Johnston, number 23. Right. She's had a remarkable season. She's fantastic coming off the board. She's fantastic going straight into the paint, being strong, free throw line. She's just a very good all-around player. Now, defensive wise, he said they're going to play a lot of 3-2, maybe a little bit of 2-3. They're going to try to mix it up, try to throw off the offensive game for the Tecumseh Indians. Their key player for that is Riley Jacobs. Riley Jacobs has had a terrific season, a lot of steals, good defensive boards, a lot of loose balls, jump balls. She's really energetic on the court. She's just a fantastic overall player.
And now we're going to send it over to our third member of the team, Samantha, who has Adrian's head coach. Samantha?
Thanks, Jakar and Evan. Hi, I'm Sam Kimmerly here with Coach Barris from Adrian. Coach, how long have you been a coach for Adrian?
This is my third year with Adrian.
Third year, that's interesting. How do you feel? Do you feel prepared for tonight's game?
Yeah, I mean, we're 19 games into it, so I mean, we have a good idea of who we are and where we want to attack, and it just depends on how well we execute.
Does it being a rivalry game make it any more intense for you guys out there, or you feel the same as every other?
I mean, obviously playing Tecumseh is a big game for us. No matter how your season's gone, it's always a big game, and you want to beat your rivals. So.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Back to you, Jakar and Evan.
Thanks, Sam. And we'll be right back with the Tecumseh Indians and how they should work their game. This is LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 68 children is diagnosed with autism. That's about a 30% increase in 2 years. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Every proper bear knows that the right fit means everything. Especially when it comes to car seats.
Oh, really? I just did what any bear would do.
So know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size.
I like it.
To learn more, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, where's that bear?
Right, mi cariño. So like I said, everything I learned about cooking, I learned from Grandma's empanadas. Shall we go again?
Yep.
Mix beef with the onions with the peppers with the paprika with the garlic with the oregano with the cumin. Got it?
Got it.
Throw on the olives, stir, season, stir again, pour out the flour, roll out the dough, make a circle, drop in a fistful of filling, fold over, press down, and ta-da!
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
Thank you, guys. We're back here with our pregame show here in Tecumseh. Now, Jakar, we also talked with the Tecumseh head coach. Now, what did he have to say as well on offense and defense for the Tecumseh Indians to get this win tonight?
Well, basically, the coach said that for the Tecumseh Indians, they're going to have to work the ball around a lot. They're basically going to have to see what Adrian's doing, offensive and defensive-wise, to figure out how to run their game. Right. They don't really have a set of key players, but they have a good all-together, all-around game. He couldn't tell me who his best player is because they have a lot of good players. Basically, their starting lineup for them is 4 sophomores, 1 senior. Their team is really good working together with chemistry. They're good going up and down the court. They're good pressing. He said he's going to run a lot of 3-2, 2-3, press defense, man. He just mixes it up all around the court, offensive and defensive wise.
So pretty much they're a young team and they're going to get up and down the court. And even though that they have the experience of 1 senior and 4 sophomores, I still think this is going to be a great, interesting game. And we have our third member of the team, Samantha Kimmerling, with the head coach of the Tecumseh Indians. Samantha?
Thanks, Jakar and Evan. Hi, I'm Sam Kimmerling here with Coach Mills from Tecumseh. Coach, what do you think your biggest struggles are going to be in tonight's game?
I think our kids and the Adrian kids are going to be really excited tonight. There's a good crowd. It's a big rivalry game. Yeah. I think just keeping our emotions under control kind of the first few minutes of the game.
All right, and since it's a big rivalry game, what are your players bringing to the court that makes them really different?
You know, I don't know if it's anything different. The 2 things we really focus on is playing harder than the other team and out-teaming people, playing together. So we'll see if that happens.
All right, sounds great. We look forward to it. Thank you, Coach.
Yep, thanks for being here.
Back to you, Jakar and Evan.
Welcome back to our pregame show. Thanks, Samantha. We're going to be back in 2 minutes. You're watching LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. Already posted it.
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 68 children is diagnosed with autism. That's about a 30% increase in 2 years. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Every proper bear knows that the right fit means everything. Especially when it comes to car seats.
Oh, really? I just did what any bear would do.
So know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size.
I like it.
To learn more, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, where's that bear?
Right, mi cariño. So like I said, everything I learned about cooking, I learned from Grandma's empanadas. Shall we go again?
Yep.
Mix beef with the onions with the peppers with the paprika with the garlic with the oregano with the cumin. Got it?
Got it.
Throw in the olives, stir, season, stir again, pour out the flour, roll out the dough, make a circle, drop in a fistful of filling, fold over, press down, and ta-da!
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Mom! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
I got no pulse. We're losing him.
Starting. He's in VFib.
Shock him.
Drives it real all the time. We just had a few drinks. This can't be happening.
Are we clear?
Clear.
We're just buzzed.
Just buzzed. You didn't tell us that, sir. You're right. This isn't happening. He'll be fine.
I feel good.
Really?
No, not really.
Buzz driving.
Clear.
Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Shock him.
You know what I think? I think you forgot to lock your door. A lot of people do that. They forget. It's too bad because all crime needs is a chance. Don't give it the chance. It's my job to teach you to protect yourselves. Make it your job to learn. Write to Box 6600, Rockville, Maryland. Oh, and one more thing. Lock your door and take a bite out of crime.
And here we are. They're about to start the tip-off for the Adrian and Tecumseh game. Tip-off goes right to Adrian. Coming down the court, number 18, or number 10, I'm sorry. Passing it to Elizabeth Johnston. Fight, jump ball. And it goes to Tecumseh.
This is going to be Tecumseh ball taking it out on the sideline. It is going to be Paige Otto inbounding the ball.
And it looks like Adrian's going straight into that 3-2 defense that they were talking about before we hit the pregame.
As Olivia Mills will take the ball up, pass it over, back to Mills.
A three. Oh, it's missed.
And just short of the iron.
Out of bounds on Tecumseh.
This is going to be Maples ball.
Riley Jacobs inbounding the ball. No, I'm sorry. Riley Davis. Liz Johnson pushing it up the court.
Over to
Riley Jacobs, back to Liz.
Liz inside, working on that footwork. Jacobs picks up the scramble. They're in a scramble for it themselves on the ground, as this is going to remain Maples ball.
How do you see this game turning out after we're watching it like from the beginning right now?
Well, this is a very intense game. This is a very close game, I think it's going to be, as both teams are in the zone.
Riley Jacobs with the pass to number 10, Maggie Roback.
Tipped ball.
Jocelyn with the ball.
Almost a steal by Albany Lagore.
With a shot. Oh, it's missed.
Off the high glass, as she feels she got hit in the eye.
Tecumseh's ball coming in, passing it across the court.
This is going to be Maddie Tedora at the top. Lob inside.
Shot inside.
And that one will rattle around the rim and out as she grabs her own rebound.
Foul.
Almost for the and one opportunity. That will be Morgan Skelton up at the free throw line for two
Foul
shots.
On number 23, Elizabeth Johnston, her first foul.
Skelton shooting 2 for the Indians.
As Skelton will walk up to the free throw line for a free throw try, as the first one is short. A little bit more arc on that ball.
Second shot's up, and
it is good.
Score is now 1-0. Tecumseh in the lead.
As
Riley Davis into Riley Jacobs, she's pushing it up the court.
Little Riley to Riley action. She gets trapped in the corner, and it will be picked off.
Steal by number 10.
As a great try for the
Jocelyn Washburn tips the pass out of bounds.
Olivia Mills tried to get that ball as it gets tipped away, and it's going to remain Tecumseh ball as Olivia Mills inbounds the ball to Skelton. Over to Lagore. Lagore tries to drive it in, and it is little.
Riley Jacobs with the rebound.
Comes in hot off the back
Pushing
iron.
up the court by Maggie Roback. Swings it over to Jocelyn. Over to Riley Jacobs for three.
Riley Jacobs for three.
And it drops. The
as
score
that
is
one
now 3-1.
As that is a banker. I thought the bank closed a couple hours ago. As that one falls and
I guess
is
the
good.
bank is still open, huh? Back into that 3-2 defense for the Adrian Maples.
As Olivia Mills tries to organize an offense.
Jocelyn on the press.
Over to Lagore. Back to Back to Tedora, inside pass is good
Looks
for
like they might have
Paige
to change
Otto.
up that defense. Maggie Roback with the ball, pushing up the court to Riley Davis. She's pushing hard.
Splits the defenders and will get
there's a
tagged
foul.
by Olivia Mills on the arm. I don't feel that was a very, very big foul, as that was some light contact by Olivia Mills there.
Well, I mean, as refs call it, any touch on the offensive player when they have the ball is a foul. Riley Jacobs with the ball. Good jump ball rebound. Throws in Elizabeth Johnston with the shot. Ooh, missed. Skelton with the rebound.
As she yells to the ref, that was a foul, as I believe it was a foul. As that is a foul, and
Riley Davis called on the foul.
The refs got that one right.
That is Riley Davis. That is Riley Davis's first foul of the game.
As it will be Olivia Mills inbounding the ball over to Skelton.
Looks
back
like
to
Adrian's
Lagore.
dropped back into the 2-3 defense.
Back to Mills.
Riley Jacobs with some fantastic defense.
To Paige Otto, right place, right time, as she
Maggie
scoops
Roback's
and
pushing the ball up the
scores.
court. Swings it. Ooh, out of
That one is
bounds.
out of here. That's going to be Tecumseh ball with the turnover.
A little bit of an overthrow pass for Maggie Roback. She might want to recalculate that throw.
As
Jocelyn pushing on the press. They're still in that 3-2. A little bit of split D. Nice pass, but it's tipped.
Skelton
and
kicks
it's
the ball out of
Skelton.
bounds. As Skelton will brush that one off and make up for it on defense.
That was some fantastic defense by Maggie Roback hitting the ball. Riley Jacobs to Maggie. Ooh, and a steal.
Steal by Mills, and that one is good from Albany Lagore.
Maggie Roback pushing up the court. Throws it to Elizabeth Johnston.
Back to
Riley Davis pushing it. Swings it to Riley Jacobs. Another three
over
in
to
the air.
Jacobs, and that one is a little
Off
bit
the
too
glass.
hot.
Maggie Roback with the fantastic rebound. Throws it into Elizabeth Johnston, and the ball is tipped and stolen by Lagore.
Nice cutoff.
Pushing down the court. Swings it.
Into
over to
Skelton. Pump
with a
fake,
nice move
easy
and a
layup
basket.
try.
The
That one
score
is-
is now 9-3, and Adrian calls a timeout.
This is going to be a 30-second timeout here.
That coach must be really frustrated, huh?
Exactly. This is at the first timeout here. It is 9-3. It is 9-3. All Indians here in the opening quarter, that is.
Looks like these Indians are really pushing hard, trying to make the Maples work.
Exactly, but they need to turn up the heat a little bit. They need to they need to play the game of basketball for these Adrian Maples here. They need to they don't need to sweat the deficit here. It's only 6 points. They can get back very easily as we return back to play here, as Davis will inbound the ball for the Maples.
Well, as you can see, they're really trying to push it to Elizabeth Johnston, and she's not getting what she wants to because of Skelton in the paint. Riley Jacobs back into Davis. Maggie Roback pushing up the court. Holding the ball past Elizabeth Johnston with the
as
shot
she gets
and the
hit,
foul.
and that will be a foul, just short off the front iron.
Elizabeth Johnston is a senior at Adrian High School. She is 5'11". Her first free throw of the day.
She steps up to the free throw line for a free throw try as she bends those knees, take a deep breath, and the first one is good.
Dropped.
Nothing but the bottom of the net.
The score is now 9-4 from that free throw. Second free throw try is up. And the second one is off. The score is still 9-4.
Off the back of the right iron.
Tecumseh's pushing the ball up the court. Swings it
As
over.
a three ball from
Shot
the
is
corner
missed.
pocket is no good, but
And the ball is tipped off of Adrian.
as Paige Otto controlled that rebound just to get it tipped away, as Mills will inbound the ball into Paige Otto around the arc.
Tecumseh with the rebound. Good defense by Elizabeth Johnston with the block. Jocelyn Walsh.
As Skelton gets a piece of that ball on her way out of there.
Maggie Roback pushing it up the court. Swings it over to Riley Jacobs.
Riley
Ooh,
Jacobs
nice steal.
forces a pass that was not
Steal
needed.
for number 2. Paige Otto pushing the ball up the court.
Over to Mills. Mills for a deep three.
Air ball.
Wide right. That one's going to be nothing but air on that one.
And number 13, Samantha Marilat, comes into the game.
As Riley Jacobs will take a seat on the bench, as she had a good momentum for this team here as a opening quarter starter.
Maggie pushing up the court. Good pass, Elizabeth Johnston.
Johnston controls
she holds the ball, passes back to Maggie, and a steal by number 20. Tedora with the layup, and it's missed. Maggie Roback with the rebound.
As she ties it up herself.
Tecumseh ball.
As Tedora with the great hustle play there on offense,
Bowie
then
comes
defense.
into the game. Coming in for Maggie Roback. Kiera Bowie is number 14. She is a freshman playing varsity basketball for the Adrian Maples.
As Ladora goes inside, out to Paige Otto, over to Skelton. Skelton on the arc in the corner pocket. Reverses the ball across as Mills with a
layup
floater.
And a miss.
As
Jocelyn pushing up the court.
There was some body contact on that one.
They got a little 3-on-3 action going. Out to Kiara Bowie. Over to Marilat, into Johnson. Shot is up. Ooh, and it's missed. And there's a foul called. Number 14, that is Kiara Bowie. First couple minutes into the game with her first foul.
As Mills will organize a scoring drive, hopefully here for the Indians, as she walks the ball up to court.
And it looks like the Adrian Maples are into that 3-2 defense again. Samantha Marilat on the D. Jocelyn Walsh
Mills,
pushing up.
back
Elizabeth
corner
Johnson
pocket,
over there for the shot.
Air ball
Kiara
there
Bowie with the rebound.
by Tyler Shepard. Oh no, I'm
Kiara
sorry.
Bowie over to Samantha. Samantha over to Liz. And the shot. Ooh, it's a miss.
Paige Otto with the control off the board there. As she will
pushing. A pass out, a three.
But Tedora
and it's missed. Kiara Bowie with the defense.
over to Mills up top.
Jocelyn Walsh looking to get a steal. She's playing some really tight D. Swing back out. Shot over number 23 for a three. Oh, and it's missed.
Great rebound.
Getting the rebound. Over to
back for another try.
Three, and it
as that one is good. That will be Cara Warman for deep behind the long line for three.
Jocelyn Walsh with the ball. Shot up.
Straight up
air ball.
Great defense by Paige Otto.
And as Cara Warman tries to get the rebound, she steps on the line. The ball still belongs to Adrian.
As Emily Phelan will come in, as well as
Megan Freitas.
Freitas will check into the game as well for Mills, as well as
Elizabeth Johnson with the shot, and it's blocked. Freitas with the rebound, passing it down the court. And a foul is called on number 13, Samantha Marilat. That is her first foul of the game.
As Emily Phelan will step up to the line for a free throw try to extend their lead here over the Adrian Maples. As a couple substitutions will get ready to check into the game. That will be Riley Jacobs checking in.
Along with number 22, Sarah Gilson.
Gilson in for
Riley comes
Paige
in
Otto.
for Jocelyn Walsh. The score is 12-4. Do you think the Adrian Maples is going to be able to pull a comeback the way they're playing right now?
You know, it's early in this game. It's only 12-4. There's about a minute left in this game. I think there's plenty of time for a great game.
Good rebound by Elizabeth Johnson off of that missed free throw. And that is a foul on Cara Warman. Riley Davis into Kiara Bowie. Slowly coming down the court. Passes over to Riley Jacobs.
As Erica Tabor
swings it back.
As Erica Tabor will go in.
A nice shot by Kiara Bowie, but it's missed. Riley Davis into Samantha Marilat for three, and it drops. The score is now 12-7. That is her first basket of the game. A little bit of trap defense here. Swinging it over to the middle of the court. And it's a miss by number 15. Elizabeth Johnston with the rebound. And that is a jump ball. Belongs to Adrian. Elizabeth Johnston looking a little fatigued, but showing no signs of a setback or any signs of letting up. Kiara Bowie coming down the court. Slowly. Swinging the ball over to Samantha Merlat, who swings it back, swings it over to Riley. To Riley Davis, to Elizabeth Johnston, who falls but kicks it back out to Kiara. Back to Sam, back to Kiara, back to Riley for three, and it drops. The score is now 12-10 at the end of the first quarter.
As that one is a good buzzer beater by Riley Jacobs.
That is her second three-pointer of the game.
That is a facial. As we will be back in 1 minute here at the end of the first quarter. You're watching LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
The first American people loved the land. They held it in simple reverence. And in some Americans today, that spirit is reborn. This is South Coast Botanic Garden in California. Once this was a dumping ground for trash and litter. Community volunteers cleaned, planted, and reclaimed it. And there the land is good again. But all around us are reminders of how far we still have to go. So everyone must get involved now. To contact the Keep America Beautiful team nearest you, write Keep America Beautiful, 99 Park Avenue, New York, New York. People start pollution. People can stop it.
And we're back. Adrian is down 12-10 at the beginning of the second quarter. Number 12, Albany Ligaro, passing the ball to number 20 over to Mills. Adrian's playing some really tough defense.
Back
Ligaro
for a corner
with
pocket three. Air
Shot
ball.
is missed.
Paige Otto picks up the
down
ball.
by Riley Davis.
Paige Otto picks up the ball just to get it swatted away.
Inbound to Skelton. Over to Ligaro.
It's Olivia Mills for a corner pocket three, and that one is
drops.
nothing but net. Finds the bottom of the net, and that one is
Score
good.
now 15-10. Riley Jacobs pushing it over to Maggie Roback. Over to Sam. Into Liz. Elizabeth Johnston with a fumble on the ball, and it's scooped up by Tecumseh. Ligaro pushing up the court. Over to Paige Otto.
Paige Otto with a pass almost out of bounds.
Todora passes over to Mills.
Mills
with the layup.
with the baseline
Ooh,
drive, no
nice
good.
Try. Riley Jacobs with the ball. Maggie Roback coming up the court. And a tip pass stolen.
Into Olivia Mills, what a play.
And Olivia gets fouled by number 4, Riley Jacobs.
Now what a game she is having already, even here early in the second period.
That is Riley Jacobs' second foul. And Jocelyn Walsh comes in for Riley Davis. Jocelyn Walsh is a 10th grader
Into
at Adrian
Skelton.
High School.
Down low to Otto, great
Otto,
dribble move, almost
and
for
it's
the
a
and one
foul
opportunity as she
on
will take
Elizabeth Johnston. This is her second foul.
as she will take a trip up to the free throw line for a free throw try here.
Table foul on Johnston, her second. 6. Otto shooting 2 for the Indians.
Paige Otto for her first try. And it's a miss. Riley Jacobs checks back in for Elizabeth Johnston. Trying to keep Elizabeth Johnston healthy and out of foul trouble here.
As the second free throw for Otto
is missed.
Is no
Riley
good,
Davis
just
with the
short
rebound.
off the front iron.
Jocelyn pushing it to Riley, back to Maggie Roback. And she's pushing up the court. Ooh, kicked ball, but they don't call anything. As Tecumseh pushes back down the court. Ooh, and a tip pass by Samantha Merlad. She tried to save it, but it still goes out. Tecumseh ball. Olivia Mills with it. She's going to inbound it to Skelton. Skelton swings it over to Dora.
Dora over to Mills. Mills up top trying to organize an offense here.
That 3-2 defense is looking pretty dangerous there.
But it's also leaving the middle of the court open.
Skelton with the layup, and it drops. Score is now 17-10.
See, the only thing bad about that 32 zone, that 3-2 zone there, is it leaves the middle of the court wide open.
And as a pass gets tipped from Maggie Roback, the ball still belongs to the Adrian Maples. I feel like maybe if they run a 2-3 zone or a little bit of man, that might help them with this Tecumseh offense. Samantha Merlad on the inbound. Swings it out to Jocelyn Walsh, who takes a shot, and it drops. Beautiful jumper from the free throw line. The score is 17-12, Tecumseh in the lead.
As Mills will dribble up the court with authority here.
Stepping back a little bit, swinging over. As number 4,
as Skelton
with
tells her to come over for the
Maggie
screen.
Roback with the steal. She's pushing down the court.
She's got trailer Riley Jacobs. She finds her in the corner pocket.
Swings over to Samantha Merlad. Back to Riley.
Jacobs.
Inside to Riley Davis, and it's a foul on number 33, Skelton. Her first foul of the game as Riley Davis goes to the free throw line.
She will take a trip to the free throw line for a free throw try.
Morgan Skelton's first foul of the game.
As the first one is no good.
Second free throw try for Riley Davis. Shot is up. And the second one's off
Wide
too,
left,
but Riley Jacobs with the rebound.
Offensive
Inbound back to
rebound.
Riley Davis.
As
And
that
a
is a
kickball
kickball.
called on number 4, Megan Freitas. Inbound to Riley Davis, over to Maggie Roback. Jocelyn Walsh for 3. It's an air ball as Paige Otto pushes down the court. Swings it up to number 20, Tedora.
Tedora
with the swing pass. And there's a missed three-pointer. Samantha Merlad on the rebound.
That was Megan Freitas.
Maggie Roback pushing up the court. They look to trap. She swings it out. Ooh, tip pass. But it still belongs, but it ends up going to Tecumseh as Samantha Merlad tried to catch it, but it was a little too high. Olivia Mills slowly coming up the court. She looks determined to make something happen.
Olivia Mills dribbles over to the right. Now the left, spreading out the floor well as she drives.
And a foul is called.
Draws the contact, and she will take a trip to the free throw line for a free throw try.
The foul is on number 22, Riley Davis. This is her second foul of the game.
As that is the team's 7th foul, as I believe that Tecumseh is now in the 1-and-1 bonus.
And now number 24, Kiana Akoma, comes into the game for Riley Davis. Coach looks to be having a couple words with Samantha Merlad about switching up the offense or defensive game. See if this might help.
As Olivia Mills steps up to the line with confidence.
And makes the second free throw. The score is now 18-12, or 19-12, I'm sorry. Timeout called by the Tecumseh Indians.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout as there's 4 minutes and 32 seconds remaining. Tecumseh 19, Adrian Maples 12.
How do you think that Tecumseh might come out in the second half, or Adrian might have to come out in the second half to try to keep this game going?
Well, I believe Adrian's going to finish off this game strong as well as Tecumseh, but this is going to be a great closing half here in the first half of basketball.
Well, as we talked to the head coach of the Tecumseh Indians, he stated that they don't really have one key player, and as you can see, they only have 2 seniors. That is Kara Warman and Maddie Tedora. and they're still putting up a pretty good fight against these Adrian Maples. Let's see if they can keep this fight going or if they're going to have to find another way to go.
As some struggle off the inbound ball.
Ball is thrown at the leg of number 2, Paige Otto. Out of bounds on Tecumseh.
Paige Otto with some excellent inbound defense as she can test.
Tecumseh Indians with some
Riley Jacobs
defense.
with the ball. Look at this press break. As she's all alone.
Pushing up the court with the
Pull
shot.
Up Jay.
And it drops. The score is now 19-14. That was a very well done press break. They're into the 2-3. I'm starting to like this.
They're in a 3-2 actually still. Almost looks like a box and one defense there.
Swings over, Paige Otto. Olivia Mills swings it over to Tedora. Shot is off. Maggie Roback pushing up the court.
Correction on that last shot, that is Freitas.
Jocelyn Walsh swings over to Maggie, swings into Kiana Akoma. Over to Jocelyn for 2. And it's missed, but
Riley Jacobs with the hustle play with the tip out as it gets back to Riley Jacobs in the corner pocket as she will dribble around the arc.
Finds over to Jocelyn Walsh, and a nice move, but the shot is blocked. Maggie Roback with the catch. Caught by Kiana Akoma, swung over to Samantha Merlat. Shot is up, it's missed.
Skelton with the rebound into Otto.
Off the head of number 20, Tedora, and out of bounds on the Tecumseh Indians. Adrian ball as Jocelyn Walsh prepares to inbound the ball. Throws it into Maggie Roback. Maggie Roback with the jumper, and it's off.
As Freitas with the rebound
Mills.
Into Mills.
Mills drives to the bucket with a left-hand layup and is fouled.
As she will take another trip to the free throw line for a free throw try.
Foul is on number 4, Riley Jacobs. This is her second foul of the game. Olivia Mills at the second time for the line. First shot is up and it drops. Number 25, Kylie Hayes comes into the game for Riley Jacobs. Kylie Hayes is a junior at Adrian High School.
As Olivia Mills steps up to the free throw line again with confidence for the second free throw, and it is up and it is good. It is no good. Rolls off the front of the rim.
Kylie Hayes pushing the ball up the court. She looks determined to do something. Passes it over to Jocelyn, over to Roback. Roback drives, kicks it over to Kiana Akoma. Out to Merlat, back over to Roback. And Adrian calls a timeout with 2:49 left in the game. This is a 30-second timeout. How do you feel about this game right now? As you can see, the Adrian Maples are trying to make a comeback with the 6-point deficit here.
Well, Jakar, it's 20-14 in this first half, all the Tecumseh here. But you got to give it to the Adrian Maples. They're making a comeback here and making it a close game as well.
Yeah, they only have 2 seniors on their team as well, and they're putting up a pretty big fight here with Samantha Merlat and Riley Jacobs putting up some pretty good threes. They've got Jocelyn Walsh on a couple of floaters, and Elizabeth Johnston's been to the line once and has some pretty good offensive game and defensive game going for the Adrian Maples.
And what about Mrs., not Mr. like Chauncey Billups, well, but let's call her Mrs. Big Shot from Riley Jacobs here. As she's
that was a pretty good shot. She's got a lot of confidence there.
Miss Big Shot.
That is a travel called on Maggie Roback. Tecumseh ball. Inbound over to number 10, Olivia Mills. She's slowly bringing it up the court. 2:40 left in the game.
Back to Mills. Over to Freitas. Freitas
drives, kicks it back out to Mills. Mills for 3.
With a deep 3 ball.
But it's missed.
Paige Otto tries to control the rebound.
With the rebound, but there is a foul.
I don't agree with that call.
Foul is on number 15, Becca Mammal. This is Becca Mammal's first foul of the game. Into Roback. Roback pushes, swings over to Merlat, swings over to Hayes, and it's thrown too far.
Little off-target pass.
Yeah, maybe if she would have came down with the ball before passing it, she might have made that a little bit more accurate. Inbound to Mills.
Basketball is a game of patience there, Jakar. You got to know what you're doing. You gotta play the game of basketball.
Over to Freitas.
Don't let the game play
Freitas
you.
inbound to number 15, Mammal, and she puts up a beautiful layup off the backboard. Roback pushing up the court. The score is 22-14. Tecumseh in the lead. Throwing the Roback inside to Okoma. Swings over to Merlat. Merlat with a layup and is blocked.
They called that a foul.
I'm sorry. There was a foul.
They called that a foul.
Foul on number 2, Paige Otto.
I think that was all ball there, Jakar.
It looked like all ball from where I'm sitting at.
They said they got her with the body.
Her first foul of the game. Samantha Merlat to the line for her first free throw. Shots up. Ooh, it's missed. Number 35, Arika Tabor, comes in the game for Paige Otto.
As the second free throw was good.
Olivia Mills coming up the court. Score is 22-15, 148 back.
To Freitas. Freitas with the ball back up to Mills. Over to Tedora. Inside.
To Tabor. Shot is missed, but she puts another one back up and is fouled.
As she can't convert the and one, but she will still take 2 shots as she steps up to the free throw line.
Foul is on number 3, Jocelyn Walsh. As the team now has 9 fouls in the first half. Getting a little bit out of hand already. Tabor with the first free throw, and it drops.
Off the bank, off the glass, as she kisses it off the center of the square
as
off the
Kiara
glass.
Bowie comes into the game. Coming in for Roback. Second free throw is up, and it's missed. As Jocelyn gets the ball, throws it over to Kiara Bowie. She's pushing it down the court. Nice little crossover move. The ball is tipped. Arika Tabor with the steal as Tedora pushes down the court.
As Tedora inside with that post work.
And that
is an and one. Count that 15. Baby in a foul.
Becca Mammal with the shot and one. Foul is on Samantha Merlat, her second foul of the game. And there's now a 10-point lead as Becca Mammal goes to the free throw line for her one free throw shot. It's up, it's missed as Kiana Okoma gets the ball. Kiara Bowie pushing it up the court. Swings over to Samantha Merlat, who swings back, and it is tipped and stolen by Tedora. But the ball is on the line as Samantha Merlat tries to steal it back, and it belongs to Tecumseh.
There's a timeout as we're going to go to the break, 25-15. Tecumseh up by 10 here. We'll be back in 1 minute on LSPN. You're watching LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
The first American people loved the land. They held it in simple reverence. And in some Americans today, that spirit is reborn. This is South Coast Botanic Garden in Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it. Write for Pollution Booklet, Box 1771, Radio City Station, New York.
And we're back. The score is 28-15 as Tecumseh hits a three into Kiana Akoma. She puts up the shot and it drops.
Nothing but the bottom of the net once again there, Jakar.
Kiana Akoma with her first bucket of the game. Tadora with the ball, back to Mills. Swings it over to Freitas. Freitas back to Mills. Swings it over to Tadora. Looks like they're just trying to run the clock out here. Swings it back over to Freitas. Back
Playing
over
a game
to
of catch here.
To Tadora. She fumbles the ball a little bit.
Back to Mills. 15 seconds remaining.
Back out to Freitas. Inside to Mammal. She puts up the shot and it's down. The score is now 30-17. Kiara Bowie pushing the ball up the court. And it's stolen. Tadora with the shot. Oh, almost
on target, but just a little bit too hard. As we'll be back in 2 minutes here with our halftime show. You're watching LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it. Write for Pollution Booklet, Box 1771, Radio City Station, New York.
Here with Coach Mills from Tecumseh. Coach, you pretty much had the lead that first whole half. How do you plan to keep it in the second half?
Hopefully we'll keep doing the things we're focused on, is playing harder than the other team and playing together. I thought our kids, especially the second quarter, started moving the ball, sharing it, and we had some good things happen for us.
And what are you going to be telling your players in there to keep them motivated for the second half?
Hopefully they enjoy playing the game of basketball, so I don't have to motivate them too much. They're having fun tonight. I'd like to see a little bit more energy from our team and our bench a little bit.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Quiet, please. Wait a sec. I'll take one. Oh, yeah. All right. All good. Take care. Way to go. Nice. Bring it on. Gotcha. I'm here for you. Oh, no. Please, please, please. I'm waiting. Interesting. Not buying it. Not fair. That's it. This conversation is over. Oh, brother.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things.
I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke.
Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
You can be a hero by being prepared for an emergency. First, make a plan. Call a family meeting to plan for things like how to connect with loved ones after an emergency.
There.
Or your escape route.
I am not fast.
Build a kit. When disaster strikes, it's important to have enough supplies to last 3 days. And don't forget the batteries.
Low battery.
Number 3, know the facts. From blackouts to floods, no matter the emergency, the more you know about it, the better you can deal with it.
You're gonna need some upgrades.
Number 4, get involved. Lend a hand in your community to help others know their role in an emergency.
You guys, do you feel this? We're gonna be heroes!
You can be a hero by being prepared.
Yes!
Visit ready.gov/kids for more preparedness tips.
Welcome back to our post-game show. Thanks for tuning in with us during the first half. Now, Jakar, what did you enjoy during that first half of basketball?
I really enjoyed how Tecumseh moved the ball. They really spread the ball across the court. They got a lot of open shots. Adrian tried to keep up with it, but they couldn't really do what they had to do. They had a little bit of a comeback as there was a 6-point deficit, but now that Tecumseh's really putting it into gear, Adrian seems to not be able to step up at this point in time.
Right. And talk about some big shots. Riley Jacobs has had a huge game here in the first half already. What are you expecting to see from her here in the second?
We're probably expecting her to come out with a little bit more three-point game, maybe some stronger defense, as she is their best defensive player.
Right.
But the one person that I've keyed on so far is Olivia Mills. She's had a couple of good three-pointers, a lot of good paint game, driving to the basket, getting to the free throw line, making her layups, making her free throws. She's really making it tough out there for those Adrian Maples.
Right. And we'll be back in 2 minutes. You're watching LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Information on hot water heating.
No. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out the words.
World music, playing track now.
No.
Let me try. Our daughter gets confused about which details in a story are important.
Which paper towels are most absorbent? What? Here are 5 product reviews.
Why are you not getting me?
See, I told you.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
And welcome back to our halftime show here as the Adrian Maples take floor behind us, looking confident to get this win here in the second half. Now, I know we talked a little bit before the break, but go into a little bit more detail on which players have to step up for the Maples here so they can take the lead and get this win.
I feel like a key player that's going to have to step up, that's going to try to break the game, try to make it easier for the Maples to come back is Riley Jacobs, maybe Elizabeth Johnston. Elizabeth Johnston looks to be struggling just a little bit, and Riley Jacobs, even though she's had a couple good shots, she's going to have to put a lot more extra effort into there. Samantha Merrilat as well. She had 1 good three-pointer. She's going to have to put some more up there, or else it's going to be real difficult for her. We have Riley Davis, she's got a couple of good shots. Kiana Coma's doing good. Kiara Bowie came into the game with a good layup, a couple good jumpers. Jocelyn Walsh put up a good effort too. Maybe if they can all get in the sync and play some good team chemistry and good teamwork, they might be able to make this deficit a lot smaller.
Right. And you can't complain about on the free throw line either. I mean, they're making easy shots, and I mean, they're having great percentage from the free throw stripe, and they're doing the right things to get to the line as well. But other than that, I mean, this has been a great first half of basketball.
Most definitely. Now we're going to throw it to Sam, who has the Adrian's head coach. Sam?
Thanks, Jakar and Evan. Hi, I'm Sam Kimmerling here with Coach Barris from Adrian. Coach, in the first half, we saw Riley Jacobs make a lot of threes there. Can we look forward to seeing her in the second half?
Oh yeah, she's one of our starters, and a couple of them weren't the prettiest, but we'll take what we can get. And as long as we can continue to execute a little bit better and play better defense, we give ourselves a shot in the second half.
So is that going to be your strategy to get the lead back in the second half here?
Yeah, we need to do a better job in the third quarter of closing down a little bit more defensively, taking care of the ball a little bit better, just one possession at a time, and close the distance in the third, finish it in the fourth.
All right. Good luck in the second half, Coach. Thank you. Back to you, Jakar and Evan.
Thanks, Sam. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on LSPN. Your home for Lenawee.
The first American people loved the land. They held it in simple reverence. And in some Americans today, that spirit is reborn. This is South Coast Botanic Garden in California. Once this was a dumping ground for trash and litter. Community volunteers cleaned, planted, and reclaimed it. And there the land is good again. But all around us are reminders of how far we still have to go. So everyone must get involved now. To contact the Keep America Beautiful team nearest you, write Keep America Beautiful, 99 Park Avenue, New York, New York. People start pollution. People can stop it.
And we're back as the second half gets started. Adrian is down 30-17. Gonna see if they can kind of make a comeback here. As Maggie Roback throws it to Liz. Liz throws it to Jocelyn. As she throws it over to Riley Davis.
Called for a travel.
And Jocelyn Walsh gets called on the travel. I'm pretty sure that was a possible late call and not a travel at all.
I think it was a travel, though. The only reason I say that is because she took the step before the dribble.
Tedora with the ball. Swings it over. Shot is up. Oh, it's missed. Tedora with the rebound. Puts the shot back up. Missed as Riley Jacobs gets the ball. Tip pass. Maggie Roback with it. Pushing up the court. Swings it into Elizabeth Johnson with the shot. And she drops it.
Elizabeth Johnson, good.
Opening the half with a good jumper. 19-30.
Both teams coming out strong here.
Swinging it over to Olivia Mills, who has had a fantastic game so far. Steal by Elizabeth Johnson. And a travel call as she is pushed to the ground.
She's really struggling here.
I don't know why they didn't call that foul there, but I guess you got to go with the refs say.
She's really struggling here in this game tonight here, Dakar.
Yeah, as Paige Otto throws it out to number 12, Albany Lagore.
Back to Olivia Mills. Into Skelton.
Into Skelton. Skelton picks
into
up Paige
Otto.
Paige Otto. Nice shot. As they bring their lead out 32-19. Maggie Roback swinging it over to Jocelyn. Ooh, tip pass stolen by Olivia Mills. And a blocking call on Maggie Roback as she tried to take the charge, but wasn't there in time.
Foul on Roback, her first.
This is Maggie Roback's first foul of the game. Inbound from Lagore. Right into Olivia Mills as she slowly brings the ball up the court. Back to Lagore. Over to Tedora. Swings into the corner, but it's tipped by Riley Davis and goes out of bounds. Fantastic defense by the Adrian Maples here. Looks like this intensity is getting a little bit stronger.
Adrian here has 19 turnovers this game. 19.
Skelton with a layup is missed as it is gotten by Elizabeth Johnston. Swings it out to Maggie Roback, pushing up the court. Let's hope they don't get that 20th turnover. Swings it over to Jacobs. Jacobs for three. Ooh, it's
off
missed.
The back iron.
But Elizabeth Johnston with a fantastic rebound. Paige Otto with the steal, but is stepping on the line, and the ball goes back to the Adrian Maples under the hoop. Riley Jacobs with the inbound to Maggie Roback. Into Elizabeth Johnston. Shot is up and a foul is called.
As she will step up to the free throw line
for the second time of the game.
Free throw try.
The foul
for
is
the
on.
Second time.
Foul is on number 10, Olivia Mills. This is her second foul of the game. Elizabeth Johnston on the first free throw. It's a miss. The score is 32-19. 5:59 left in the third quarter. Sorry. Elizabeth Johnston for the second free throw, and it drops. The score is now 32-20. Legore inbounding the ball to Olivia Mills. Slowly coming up the court. Swings over to Tedora off of a tip pass. Back over to Mills. Swings over to Legore. Legore dribbles. Throws it into Skelton. Throws it into Paige Otto. Paige Otto with the layup, and it drops. The score is now 34-20. Maggie Robeck pushing the ball up the court. Riley Jacobs pushing. Passes it back to Maggie. Over to Jocelyn. Swings over to Riley Davis. Inside to Elizabeth Johnston with a move. Layup, and it comes down. Johnston looks to be trying to make a comeback for her team. Maybe the rest of the team should help.
As Olivia Mills.
And a steal by Maggie Robeck. Elizabeth Johnston with the ball. Over to Jocelyn Walsh. She goes in for the layup. And a blocking foul called on number 20, Tedora. This is Tedora's first foul of the game. It looked a little bit like it might have been a blocking call. That should have been a charge.
I think it was a charge.
But she was down inside the key where she shouldn't have been. And sometimes those don't get called the way you want. Into Jocelyn. Jocelyn into Liz. Liz on the shot, and it is a foul. Foul on Skelton. As Elizabeth Johnston goes to the line for the third time.
Indian foul on Skelton for second.
This is Skelton's second foul of the game. Elizabeth Johnston for her fifth free throw of the game.
As the Tecumseh fans are upset with the referees here.
I mean, sometimes you have to get upset. Sometimes the refs don't call what they want or what they're supposed to, but that looked like a foul to me. Elizabeth Johnston for her sixth free throw, and she drops the second one. The score is now 34-23. Olivia Mills coming up the court. Crossover, slings it over to Legore. Legore inside, tip pass. Paige Otto comes out. Tip pass again, Skelton. Back to Mills. Over to Tedora. Tedora with the fantastic layup, but it is missed as Elizabeth Johnston gets the rebound over to Maggie Robeck as she starts pushing the ball up the court. Inside to Elizabeth Johnston. Shot is up. Ooh, it is missed. As Skelton gets the rebound, throws it to Paige. Over to Olivia. Olivia's pushing up the court. Oh, nice little crossover move and a jump shot that falls. The score is now 36-23. Olivia Mills is really pushing it to the limit today.
Olivia Mills having a great game here tonight.
Inside to Liz. Kicks back out. Jocelyn Walsh for three. It is an air ball as Paige Otto gets it. Swings it over to Legore. Legore with a nice little crossover. A nice screen by Skelton. She comes down the court. Nice little move, a layup. It is missed as Paige Otto gets the rebound, puts it back. Rebound by Skelton, puts it back, and it goes down. Score is now 38-23. Tecumseh has now increased their lead to 15.
This has been all Tecumseh here in this third
all
period.
Tecumseh. You would expect Adrian to put up a fight. And a pushing foul called on number 20, Tedora. As Freitas comes in, stepping in for Legore. Inbound from Riley Davis. Over to Jocelyn Walsh. Nice little move. Shots up. Missed, but is rebounded and is tipped by Maggie Robeck. Out of bounds. Ball belongs to Tecumseh. Freitas inbounding the Mills. She's pushing it up the court. Trap tried by the middle. Ball thrown too high. Tipped by Tedora. The ball goes right out of bounds. Right back to the Maples. You think this pressure might be getting to Tecumseh? They might be sliding back a little bit. Roback over to Johnson. Johnston over to Walsh. Walsh with the three.
What a shot.
Miss.
If that one would have went down, what about? Look at the
Nice
hustle.
hustle, D. Olivia Mills with the ball on the fast break. A nice layup, and is fouled by Riley Davis. Or Riley Jacobs. I'm sorry.
Maple foul on Jacobs.
As the
That is
Adrian
Riley
Maples
Jacobs'
won a
fourth foul of
timeout.
the game, and the Adrian Maples call a full timeout. We will be right back.
In 1 minute, here you're watching LSPN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it. Write for Pollution Booklet, Box 1771, Radio City Station, New York.
And welcome back here to the Tecumseh Indians home court as the Jungle, the student section from Tecumseh, has made their mark tonight as the Adrian Maples has faded.
Olivia Mills with her free throw of the night. Fourth time to the line, and she drops that one too. Olivia Mills is really putting up a good game tonight.
What a heck of a night here she's having.
Olivia Mills is a sophomore. She puts up her sixth one, and it misses as Riley Jacobs gets the ball. Gives it to Maggie Roback. Olivia Mills playing fantastic defense on Maggie Roback. A little bit of a press. Nice screen. Shot is up by Maggie. It is airballed as Paige Otto gets it and is pushing it up the court. Throws it to Mills. Mills on the layup. Oh, it is missed as Riley Jacobs tips the ball, and it goes out of bounds on Adrian. Do you think maybe some of the players on the Adrian Maples team has given up early?
I wouldn't say given up, but yeah, I'm sure they're definitely feeling the deficit here that they're in. But that just means they got to work that much harder to pull themselves out of this hole.
Tedora has the ball.
Because if they're down, they're only going to dig themselves deeper, you know?
Mills swings it cross court to DeFreitas. Tip pass by Elizabeth Johnston. Elizabeth Johnston seems to be the only one really putting up a fight right now. Ball belongs to Tecumseh as Olivia Mills goes to take it out. Passes it into Paige Otto. Paige Otto over to Tedora. Tedora slings it over to Olivia Mills. Olivia Mills inside to Freitas. Back out to Tedora. Over to Mills again. Looks like they're making ball movement. Paige Otto with a fantastic shot from the inside. Score is now 41-23. This lead is now grown. 18 points. Inside to Johnston. Johnston tip pass. Olivia with the steal.
Olivia Mills is all alone.
Look at nice layup and a foul.
She's
that is
racking up the
5
fouls.
on Riley Jacobs.
Maple foul on Jacobs, her fourth.
Oh, that is her fourth. I'm sorry.
One more and she's gone.
One more. She's going to have to be really careful.
Especially here. I know it's late in the third quarter, but it still is the third quarter.
Samantha Marilat comes in along with Cara Warman. Riley Jacobs out along with Paige Otto. Paige Otto has had an awesome game. She's had some really good rebounds and a lot of good putbacks and some good assist game right off of Olivia. Olivia drops that free throw. As Becca Mammal comes into the game. Olivia Mills looking to play some tight defense on Maggie Roback. Maggie over to Samantha. Samantha with the jumper, and it's missed.
It's short.
Comes off the rim. Freitas passes it up court to Tedora. Tedora with the pass to Olivia. Olivia with the shot, and it's missed as Tedora gets it back. Puts it up.
That is missed.
Airballed.
What about
as
these?
Frida smacks the ball out of bounds.
What about these offensive rebounds here that Tecumseh's having?
Foul on Maggie Roback, a pushing foul. Looked like that should have been an over-the-back call. Her second foul of the game, though. Olivia Mills for three, and it drops. Olivia Mills is putting up a fantastic game. The score is now 46-23. Walsh with the ball, passes it to Maggie. Maggie for three, and it's a miss. Tedora with the ball, out to Olivia. Olivia on a fantastic run, back to Warman. Warman with the shot, it's missed.
As this should remain.
As Tecumseh smacks the ball up in the air, Adrian gets it. Riley Davis into Maggie Roback. Maggie Roback
some
into
great
Elizabeth
ball
Johnston.
movement.
Elizabeth Johnston with a shot. It is missed. Samantha Merrillack gets the ball, but steps on the line. Kiara Bowie comes into the game along with number 14, Emily Fellon. Kiana Okoma checks into the game for Riley Davis. Olivia Mills coming up the court. I'm sorry, not Olivia Mills. Tedora with the ball. Drives in. A pass over to Freitas. Swings it back over to Fellon. Swings it over to Tedora. Over to Warman. Cross court to Freitas. A three.
Freitas for three.
And it drops. Oh my goodness. A facial. The score is 49-23. 32 seconds
Look
left
at
in
this
the third
effort
quarter.
in the closing seconds here.
Walsh with the ball. Nice little move. Shot by Walsh. It is missed coming off the glass as Becca Mammal gets the rebound. Swings it over to Freitas. Freitas pushing up the court. A stop. Oh, a nice steal by Jocelyn Walsh as she pushes it back down the court.
Pass intended for Phelan.
A nice little move as she goes up for a layup and is fouled. Foul is on number 20, Tedora.
Indian foul on Tedora, her third.
This is Tedora's third foul. Team fifth foul.
Shooting two for the Maples.
Jocelyn Walsh with her first free throw of the night. Sets.
First free throw up and will
missed right off the
short
front of the rim.
Off the front iron.
Jocelyn Walsh setting for her second free throw. Shot is up. And the second one misses too. As apparently Elizabeth Johnston crossed the line a little bit too early and the ball goes right to Tecumseh. Freitas on the inbound. Inbounds to Tedora. Nice little trap defense.
It's a smart move as she splits the defenders to draw that foul.
Foul is called on Samantha Merrillack.
Maple foul on Merrillack, her third.
Samantha Merrillack's third foul of the game. Inbound, Freitas pushing up the court.
3 seconds.
2, 1 as Warman puts the three up and it's missed.
Short off the side of the rim.
And at the end of the third quarter, the score is now 49-23. We'll be right back with their fourth quarter. You are watching LSPN, your home for Lenawee Sports.
You can be a hero by being prepared for an emergency. First, make a plan. Call a family meeting to plan for things like how to connect with loved ones after an emergency.
There.
Or your escape route.
I am not fast.
Build a kit. When disaster strikes, it's important to have enough supplies to last 3 days. And don't forget the batteries.
Low battery.
Number 3, know the facts. From blackouts to floods, no matter the emergency, the more you know about it, the better you can deal with it.
You're gonna need some upgrades.
Number 4, get involved. Lend a hand in your community to help others know their role in an emergency.
You guys, do you feel this? We're gonna be heroes!
You can be a hero by being prepared.
Yes!
Visit ready.gov/kids for more preparedness tips.
And we're back as the jungle of the Tecumseh student section is going nuts when they have a 49-23 lead over the Adrian Maples. Olivia Mills with the inbounding. She's dribbling up the court. Olivia Mills has had a fantastic game. Passes over to Tedora. Looks to seem like they're trying to run out the clock. Swings it over to Lagora. Swings it back over to Mills. Swings it up to Tedora. Back out to Lagore. Swings it over to Mills. Inside to Skelton. Inside to Page. Page puts it up. It's a miss and rebound by Kiana Akoma as Kiara Bowie brings the ball up the court. Lagore with some fantastic defense. Tip pass by Kylie Hayes. Steal by Lagore as it gets restolen by Elizabeth Johnston, and the foul is on number 12, Lagore.
Albany Lagore.
Indian foul, Lagore, her first.
This is Lagore's first foul of the game, team's sixth foul. Inbound Elizabeth Johnston, nice little move, passed into Kylie Hayes. A shot is blocked
by Paige Otto. Paige Otto, what about those big claws?
Lagore has the ball coming up the court. Little trap defense try. Tedora swings it over to Olivia Mills. Olivia Mills inside to Skelton. Skelton swings it back up to Lagore. Inside back to Mills. Over to Lagore. Page gets the ball.
As Paige Otto gets the ball and is fouled underneath.
Foul is on Elizabeth Johnston, her third foul of the game. Olivia Mills prepared to inbound the pass. Lagore.
As Lagore off to Mills. Off to Mills. Mills showing off the flashy handles as she drives the lane and will get fouled as she will take a trip.
Kiara Bowie.
As she'll take a trip to the free throw line for a free throw try.
Maple foul on Akoma, her first. Team 7. Mills shooting 2 for the Indians.
The first one is good. As the second one is up and good. And we're going to send it over to our third member of the team, Samantha, who has some insight for us. Samantha?
Thanks, Jakar and Evan. Hi, I'm Sam Kimmerling. Coach Barris from Adrian, going into the fourth quarter, said that their team really needs to hustle and run the ball. He said even though basketball is supposed to be fun at this age, but he said they really need to get their heads in the game if they want to turn this game around. All right, we'll see what happens here in the fourth quarter. Back to you, Duran and Evan.
And thank you, Samantha, for that wonderful insight
Swing
here.
over to Lagore. Lagore for three. It's a miss as Olivia Mills gets the rebound. Back over to Skelton, and shot is up and a foul. Foul is on Elizabeth Johnston, her fourth foul of the game. The team now has 8 fouls.
As we're going to have
a massive sub.
A full 5 check-in here as all 5 Indians will come out of the game except the shooter, Skelton, will stay there to finish off the free throws and then will come out at the next dead ball.
As Felon, Gilson, Freitas, and Warman check into the game. Skelton drops the second one as Erika Tabor comes in for her. The score is 53-23, a 30-point lead in the fourth quarter.
What a game here. I did not expect this coming out into the second half. At halftime, I was expecting Adrian to come out and make a push and take the lead back and possibly win the game.
I was too, but as you can see, the Adrian Maples have really given up on their team. Kiana Akoma with a foul called on Erika Tabor. Kiana Akoma to the line for 2.
I believe that was all ball. That was all ball.
It looked like she got a little bit of wrist there. Wrist is not considered a ball.
I don't know there, Jakar.
Erika Tabor's first foul of the game. Kiana Akoma to the line, shoots it, and drops the first free throw. The score is now 53-24. Tecumseh still with a massive lead, 6:10 left in the game. Kiana Akoma with her second free throw, drops both. Into Felon. Felon comes down the court. All the way over. Warman with a 3, but misses. Samantha Merlat with the ball. Merlat coming up the court. She's holding it a little bit. As you can see, Tecumseh is going into a 2-3 defense with their ginormous lead.
2-3 zone.
Kylie Hayes has the ball. Back over to Marilat. Marilat into Akoma. Akoma with the shot and the foul.
As she can just not finish. As she couldn't finish for the N1 opportunity, but she's still going to take 2 shots as she steps up to the free throw line for a free throw try.
Foul is on Cara Warman. Warman's 3rd foul of the game. Shot is up by Akoma. She missed that one.
First one is no good.
Second one's set for Akoma. Akoma shoots, and it missed 2 as Elizabeth Johnston gets the rebound, dives for it, holds it, and a jump ball is called. Ball belongs to Tecumseh. Elizabeth Johnston with the ball. Passes out to Kiara. Kiara out to Marilat. Tip pass by Freitas. Freitas holding some fantastic defense. Into Johnston. Johnston with the shot. Missed by Felon. Felon's pushing it up the court. Passes it to Warman. Warman stops, sets, shoots. Oh, a missed 3-pointer as Elizabeth Johnston gets the rebound. Back to Kiara Bowie. She comes down the court. Kiara Bowie with a pass to Kylie Hayes. Back over to Kiara. To Sam Marilat. Into Johnston. Johnston turnaround. Nice little move. She dribbles. The ball is tipped by Felon and goes out of bounds. Adrian ball. As Becca Mammal comes in for Freitas. Freitas has also had a fantastic game with a couple of 3-pointers, some good rebounds, and a lot of fantastic defense. Elizabeth Johnston with the inbound pass as she gets fouled. Foul is on Cara Warman, her 4th foul of the game. Team's 9th.
It's going to be, they're going to be in the 1-on-1 bonus here.
Elizabeth Johnston to the line for her 2 free throws. I'm sorry, 1 free throw that is missed. As Felon pushes the ball down the court. Swings it over to Warman. It is thrown way too high, right into the student section.
Almost hit our camera guy there, Jakar.
Yeah, it was pretty close. As Julia Margim comes in. She is a senior at Adrian High School.
Talk about an action shot there, Jakar.
Coming in for Kylie Hayes. That would have been a fantastic action shot. Kiara Bowie bringing the ball up the court. Back into Elizabeth. Over to Julia. Julia with the shot. Oh, close but no cigar. As Becca Mammal gets the rebound and is fouled. Nope, I'm sorry. Jump ball. And the ball belongs to Tecumseh. As the ball almost gets thrown to the camera on the other side of the court. A lot of camera action here. Into Felon. Felon brings the ball up the court. Tecumseh's played some fantastic ball. Ball over to number 22, Gilson. Back over to Warman. Warman with a dribble move. Tries to throw it into Becca Mammal, but the ball
at the cameraman.
The ball goes right out of bounds. Bounces right to the cameraman. Looks like they're trying to take the cameraman out. Kiara Bowie brings the ball up the court. Into Kiana Akoma. Swings over to Julia. Julia back to Kiara. Over to Julia as it hits her leg and rolls right out of bounds. Tecumseh ball. And with 4:02 left, the score is 53-25. The Adrian Maples coach looks really frustrated over on the side. Swings it over to Cara. Stolen by Julia. Julia pushes. Swings it over to Kiana Akoma. Back to Kiara Bowie. Kiara Bowie up the middle. Nice little move. Over to Kylie Hayes. Shot is up and it drops. The score is now 53-27 with 3:40 left. Felon coming up the court. Swing over to Sarah Gilson. The ball is tipped, stolen by Samantha Marilat. Over to Kiara Bowie. Kiara Bowie's pushing the ball up the court. Kiara Bowie over to Kylie Hayes. Nice little move, but a travel is called. Should have dribbled before you took that extra step. Riley Davis set to check in. Comes in for Kiana Akoma. Felon coming up the court. Cross court to Gilson. Gilson for three. It is a missed shot. Ooh, rebounded by Kiara Bowie, but goes into a gigantic collision and the ball rolls out of bounds. Tecumseh ball. Felon sets for inbound. Over to Arika, I'm sorry. Ball dribbled right into Julia. Blocking foul on Julia Majum. Her first foul of the game. Team now has 9 fouls, both Adrian and Tecumseh. 3:05 left as Cara Warman goes up for her first free throw. Sets, shoots, and it drops.
Nothing but the bottom of the net as she's got another free throw coming.
Nice little hand tap by Arika and Becca Mammal, giving her teammates some support. Kiara Bowie comes up the court. Swings it over to Kylie Hayes. Kylie Hayes for three. Shot is missed as Gilson gets the rebound. Over to Felon. Felon pushing up the court. 2:50 left in the game. 55-27. Julia with fantastic defense, but swings it into Becca Mammal and puts up a shot, but misses. Gets the rebound and puts it back. Foul is called. Foul is on Riley Davis.
Foul on Davis, her third. Team 10. Mammal shooting 2 for the Indians.
Fourth foul for Riley Davis. Becca Mammal misses her first free throw.
As this free throw coming up for Mammal.
Shot is up.
As the shot is up, and it is good as it falls. 2:42 remaining.
As Tedora comes in for Becca Mammal. Score is 56-27 with 2:42. The Maples have 10 fouls. Let's see if they can bring something back, at least make this look like a fighting chance. Into Riley, out to Kiara. Kiara with the shot. The shot is tipped over to Gilson.
That looked like a foul.
It looked like a foul, but they didn't call it. Fantastic defense. Warman with the ball, though. Drives to the basket and is fouled by Riley Davis.
A hard foul. Gave a shoulder check. This ain't hockey.
Really hard one.
Maple foul on Davis, her fourth.
I'm sorry, that was Riley Davis's fourth foul.
Warman shooting the double bonus for the Indians.
Cara Warman shooting her first free throw. And misses. Gets a little bit of a tap from Tedora and Arika. Gilson showing her support as Cara goes back to the line again for her second free throw. Shoots. Misses the second one. As Arika dives for the ball. Jump ball belongs to Adrian. Fantastic hustle by Arika Tabor. Wouldn't expect a girl like her to get down that far, huh?
Nope. Would not.
Shows some real strong hustle. Kiara Bowie bringing the ball up the court. Swings it over to Julia. Julia over to Marilat. Marilat dribbles, pulls up. Shot is missed right off the rim. Julia with the rebound. She holds the ball. Jump ball goes to Tecumseh.
2 minutes. 1:56 actually remaining in this game. 56-27. All that comes in here in the second half. I haven't seen or heard much of Adrian.
Tedora with the three. It is missed right off the front, and a foul is called.
She's going to have 3 free throws coming at her.
Foul is called on Riley Davis, her 5th foul of the game. She is now ejected as Elizabeth Johnston comes into the game.
I wouldn't say ejected as the word. I'd say disqualified there.
Either way, she has to sit down. So
she's going to have to sit down the remainder of this game.
Tedora with the free throw and makes it. The score is now 57-27, back to the 30-point lead. Tedora with the second free throw, misses it. Adrian Maples a little antsy there. Elizabeth Johnston cracking a chuckle over there as her team jumped for the ball early. Shot is up and drops it by Tedora. Becca Mammal comes in along with Lagore for Tedora and for Warman as these two get a standing ovation.
You must be seniors.
No, their seniors are... Sorry, yes they were, Tedora and Warman. As Elizabeth Johnston goes up for the free throw, goes up for the shot and gets fouled.
Tonight is senior night there.
It is. As Tecumseh holds a commanding lead of 58-27. Johnston shooting her first free throw, misses it right off the front iron. Johnston with the second free throw. Misses the second as Becca Mammal gets the rebound. Throws it over to Lagore. Lagore comes up the court. Swings it over to Gilson. Gilson into Tabor. Tabor with the shot and misses as Merlat gets a fantastic block. Merlat pushing the ball up the court. Swings it over to Kiara Bowie. Kiara Bowie inside to Liz Johnson. Liz Johnston gets the ball smacked out. Steal, but a jump ball comes up and the ball belongs to Adrian. Sarah Gilson with a fantastic steal. Lagore pushing up the court. Over to Felon. Felon for three. Ooh, off the glass and almost
gets it.
Off the glass
as it rolls
over
out.
The bet called on Becca Mammal.
Looked like there was a cap on that one. There must be a lid on this hoop.
Maybe. Foul is on Becca Mammal. Sends her team, sends the Adrian Maples to the line for Elizabeth Johnston.
Johnston shooting a double bonus for the Maples.
Double bonus shot.
As the first free throw is no good.
Second free throw. Shot is up. Drops.
Now, you've played on the court before, right?
Yes.
Haven't you? Now with a tough loss like this, obviously for the Adrian Maples, how do you what goes into the next practice? Is it? I mean, obviously the coach isn't going to be too happy, but how do you make these situations a little bit better? Like, what do you got to do to fix this?
Well, as you can see throughout this entire game, the Adrian Maples have gotten tired. What our coach used to make us do was just run all practice, but I think this coach might look more for physical game because they're getting outran and outmatched.
In my opinion, the refs have helped out Tecumseh a lot. They really have.
Well, the refs have called some really good fouls. They've called some good ones. They call bad ones. Nobody ever calls the best fouls in the game. Some of them look like they shouldn't have been fouls. Some of them like they should have and weren't fouls. Just happens. As Julia puts up a three.
25 seconds remaining.
As Becca Mammal with a fantastic rebound. Throws it out to Felon. Felon with a layup. And it drops. The score is now 62-28. 15 seconds left in the game as Kiara Bowie is pushing the ball up the court. And it looks like Tecumseh is going to come away with this.
With 5 seconds, this looks like this game is over.
Elizabeth Johnston rebound. Julia with the shot and hits the buzzer beater. Wow, that is fantastic. As her third shot of the game finally falls.
As you heard it here first, folks. The final here in Tecumseh. This is all Tecumseh here in the second half here, as Tecumseh pulls out this win 62-30.
Fantastic game by Olivia Mills as she helps her team come through. pretty sure she had at least 20-plus points for her team.
Right.
A little bit of a tough loss to take for Adrian, but I'm pretty sure they're going to come back off of this for next season with holding a grudge.
And, I mean, they're hoping to carry on this momentum on throughout the next couple games here, but as we're going to go to our post-game show here, we'll be back in 2 minutes. You're watching LSPN.
Okay, if I could have everybody's attention, please.
Actually, we're not going to go to break.
Come down here with our
We're
team
gonna
real quick. Come on down. We want to give you guys a round of applause. Come on.
we're gonna actually talk a little bit. I want to ask you a question. Here. Now we're gonna go back a little bit on what I was asking you before.
I'm sorry. We're gonna go up. We're gonna go up to the coach as he has something to say about his team, since it is senior night.
Kind of a bittersweet evening. It was nice to get a win. The kids all played well. We have 2 seniors on this year's team, and this is their last home game, so we're really going to miss them. The first young lady I want to talk about is Kara Warman. Kara, come on out. I am very, very proud of Kara. Kara has worked extremely hard. She's been on our JV team for the last 3 years, and this year she was on the varsity. And you saw how well she has performed. You saw it tonight, and you've seen it some other games. She's a very good student. I think she has it down to Adrian College, and where you look at Kent State. Adrian College and Kent State was the last talk, so I think she's looking at Kent State. You guys, she has worked really, really hard. She's made a lot of progress this year. She also worries about a lot of the team things that a lot of people don't worry about. When it came to making sure we had our shooting shirts and some different things, Kara was pretty instrumental in designing it and doing some things. She's just a really neat young lady. So I just want to turn it over to Kara. Here's Kara Warman.
I guess I just want to start with thanking all the the coaches and then all the staff of the school for supporting me the past 4 years. And then I especially want to thank my parents for the support too. So if you guys want to come down here, you can. Wait, do I have to say anything else?
I don't know.
Do I say anything else?
What do you say?
Are you done?
That's it?
Thank you to your family for coming. I did.
Let's give them a round of applause. Kara, you guys stay right there for a second. And our last senior, we wanted to quickly get this going because this senior will talk for probably 10, 15, 20 minutes is what our guess is. She's a young lady of few words in front of a lot of people, but you guys have seen over the years, she's been on the varsity for the last 3 years. Maddie is one tenacious young lady. She works extremely hard, as you guys have seen over the years. She usually leads our team in steals every night. She's a wonderful young lady. There's not a whole lot I can't say about Maddie. She's represented our program in a very first-class way. And let's just turn it over to Maddie. Come on, Maddie.
I first want to thank my parents for taking me to every single practice, even though that we have a busy schedule. Can you guys please come down here? And I also want to thank everybody who's stuck with me through the past 4 years. I know that I have a bit of an attitude problem sometimes when I'm playing. But I've controlled it more, and I give a lot to Mills because he's helped me with it, and Spots and Nowak. They've all helped me, and it's just been a real pleasure working with them. I don't know where I would stand today without them being in my life. And I also want to thank everybody who's come here to support me and everything, because they also help. They may not realize it. They help boost my confidence. They help build up our program. And then
Good job. Ladies, the team has a few things for you. Come on, girls. So Maddie, come here. Did anybody notice before the tip, like all of our girls were crying on the side because Maddie was crying out there before the tip of the game. She has really come a long way, and I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of Kara. We're gonna miss you guys. We're not done yet though. We stood here about a year ago and we talked about, you know what, we've been working. We're gonna try to make a little bit of a run in the districts. We play Monday night at 7 o'clock at Chelsea High School. If anybody's able to come, we play Onstead that night, and we're gonna see if we can't get to Wednesday night's game. So we appreciate everybody coming out. Let's give these young ladies one more round of applause.
And we're back after some touching words from Tecumseh's head coach, Coach Mills, as it was a great senior night here. As we've got Samantha Kimberling with the Tecumseh head coach. Go ahead, take it away, Samantha.
Thanks, Jakar and Evan. Hi, I'm Sam Kimmerling here with Coach Mills from Tecumseh. Coach, congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you. The kids are excited.
You won by 32. What do you think the key component was to winning your game tonight?
You know, I'm going to kind of stay with what we talked about before the game and at halftime and right now. Our kids played hard.
Yeah.
And they played together. And anytime you get a basketball team to play hard and together, you're always going to have a chance to win.
All right, and we all saw that it's senior night tonight, and it got very emotional out there.
It did.
How do you feel about your seniors and how they're doing this season so far?
They've done great. I'm proud of them. We're going to miss them. They're going to represent Tecumseh High School's alumni very, very well in the future. We're just really proud of those kids.
All right, congratulations on your win, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks
Back
for
to you
being here.
guys.
Thank you, Samantha. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're watching LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent, 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR, 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year, 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 68. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund breeding.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Information on hot water heating.
No. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out the words.
World music, playing track now.
No.
Let me try. Our daughter gets confused about which details in a story are important.
Which paper towels are most absorbent?
What?
Here are 5 product reviews.
Why are you not getting me?
See, I told you.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Thank you for joining us tonight during our broadcast. We're here with our post-game show. Once again, I'm Evan Norton alongside Jakar. Sorry about that. So Jakar, with this, the Tecumseh Indians coming out victorious tonight. This was unexpected for me in the second half. Did you see this coming by the Tecumseh Indians going into halftime?
I mean, it was kind of there because, as you could see, they were up 30-17 going into the second half. You'd expect them to keep the game. You'd expect them to keep pushing it, but you also expected Adrian to come back and make a harder push on the game to try to get themselves a W. Olivia Mills came out and put up fantastic numbers along with Maddie Tedora and Cara Warman. They played a fantastic game, seeing as it was their senior night for those two. They made things just very tough as Maddie put up some really good steals and Warman put up a lot of good layups and free throws and three-pointers.
Now,
once again, with this Tecumseh team, this Tecumseh squad of girls, now, what do you expect to see from them in the future? Are you expecting to see good things, continuous good things? What are you expecting to see from them in the future?
Well, seeing as they're playing right now, you really expect to see them go all the way. With the chemistry that they have, the team play that they use, the rotation that they put in, you really expect to see them do a lot of great things.
Right.
It doesn't seem impossible for them to get as far as district finals, but it's going to be a really tough fit for them because now they got to go play against teams that are a lot tougher than Adrian High School.
And now we're going to go ahead and send it over to Samantha Kimberling, who has the head coach of the Tecumseh Indians. Samantha?
Thanks, Jakar and Evan. Hi, I'm Sam Kimmerling. I'm here with Coach Barris from Adrian. Coach, I'm sorry about your loss tonight, but even though you did lose, you guys kept there the whole time and you really worked together. What do you think was the part that made you guys lose tonight?
Well, I mean, we've struggled with all year where we can't consistently put streaks together and score, and you know, you can only defend for so long and without scoring even one possession out of 5. So, you know, it's kind of been our MO all year, and why we've struggled. We just can't consistently score, and even if you play pretty good defense, you still got to outscore the other team. So.
All right, and where do you think your team's going from here? Are you guys going to keep going on positively and looking forward?
Yeah. I mean, we're very young. I mean, we're losing the 2 seniors this year, but you know, we have a good core. They'll be back next year, and so you know, they have a lot of potential, and we just got to make sure we put the time in during the summer and get better.
All right, good game, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Samantha. We are, that's my fault. Correction, that was actually Adrian's head coach. But we're going to go ahead and go to break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're watching LSPN, your home for Lenawee sports.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
I'm Woodsy Owl, and I'm here to tell you about a dirty word, pollution.
Help Woodsy spread the word. Never be a dirty bird.
Hoo-hoo. Don't paint or write off buildings. That's pollution.
Give a hoot. Don't pollute. Never be a dirty bird.
Hoo-hoo. Turn your radio down. That's noise pollution.
In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year, 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 68. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
We're back here. I'm Evan Norton alongside Jakar and Samantha Kimberling, our third member of the team. Now, Jakar, the Adrian Maples, you got to give them credit because they did fight and they never gave up throughout the whole game. Now, what are your thoughts on that?
I think that the Adrian Maples, they could have did a lot more to come in. In the second half, they kind of let up and kind of didn't want to push it to the metal anymore. Sam, how do you feel they played their game?
I feel like they did a lot better in their first half than their second, but even though in their second half I feel they didn't do as strongly, I feel like they never gave up. They all still worked together, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day.
And now, Samantha, along both sidelines, were there any similarities and memos to carry out both teams throughout this game, even when Adrian was down?
Even when they were down, the coach was really emotional out there. He was saying that they need to get their heads in the game and they really need to, get with it. And that even though it's a Friday night, they need to get out there and work together.
I know they're all excited. They're out of school. Everyone is. It's Fridays, right?
Yep.
For Dakar Bunce and Samantha Kimberlin, I'm Evan Norton saying thank you for joining us this evening. The Tecumseh Indians win it over the Adrian Maples tonight by a final score of 65-32.
Be sure to stay tuned into our next game as we are headed to the RPP Yard as LSPN crew comes to the village of Blissfield and the Royals play host to the Patriots of Britton Deerfield in the last game of the regular season. This has been a presentation of LSPN, your home for Lenawee Sports.